Well, good morning, good night, good evening, good day. This is Joan of the Jewel Design, and we are here at a new time. I wouldn't say new day because every day is whenever, but yeah, I decided to do the whole release the video at midnight, and everybody can watch it whenever it suits them. Some of you are, overseas and in a different country. Some of you are early morning. Some of you, if you're West Coast or Midwest, you're not too far behind me, so like you can watch it middle of the night because you just don't sleep, or you can catch it first thing in the morning or whatever. So we're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna do this whole, release it at midnight instead of trying to gauge when you guys are watching it, and see how it goes. But we're gonna get right on to it today. I was gonna do the collage with me today with you guys and realize I'm out of my magic blue stuff. I have very little left, and I don't think I can do a page after page of collaging stuff to make cards. So, we're going to put that off till Thursday because I know my stuff comes in on Tuesday, so I can then comes in today, and so then I can do my collagey thing for later in the week. So, we did finish off, though, on Sunday doing our lovely envelope turned pocket, turned page, turned tuck, but because we attached it to this lovely music paper, it's a lot thinner than I expected. So, when we put it in the journal, and you want to open this up, it's sort of flimsy because it sort of it bulges funny. And I'm like, well, this is not going to work. I did all this work, and I thought, well, wait a minute. I need something on the inside cover, and the cover's going to be a little bit more stout if I glue this paper down, which I hate to lose the writing capability from this side, but I like the idea of it being on the inside cover. It gives this more stout capability, right? It's going to hold this down. We can tuck something in that front cover. You have this pocket to work with, all on its cover. So, yeah, we repurposed that. So what I did is I just found 2 other pages that I glued front and back, and we inserted them in here somewhere. I went ahead and just made 2 writing. Oh, I did this. I found last year's writing page, added it to a backing, distressed it, and we added it in. So we still have 60 pages to write on. We did not lose anything, and if nothing else, we gain a nice inner pocket and tuck to the front cover. So I'm all happy with that. And since we're going to put a scrapbook large card in here, we're actually going to probably make it a writing board. We'll put the writing board in here in this pocket. We'll make this nice little writing board out of the scrap paper collages, and that'll be your writing board. We'll put it right here in the front cover so you can pull it out, write along, and use it that way. So it's going to be part of our cover. So we're going to repurpose that. So it's sort of a good thing, actually. We started Sunday. We're going to finish Tuesday with that piece. So this is a, Care for the Earth, assortment. Something I ordered came in it. I've cut it off to make it the right size, resealed it to be safe. And we're going to use this wrapping paper that I found that I love in the green, brown, and red. And we're going to cover the outside of this, fold it in far enough to where our piano paper will cover the glue down, and then then later we will go ahead and decorate this once I have the signature in place. But I figured we'd take all of our useful pieces, right? We're using 2 different envelopes, right? We've got this envelope for the cover to give us some stoutness. We use this envelope, of course, to make our pockets and tucks. We're using we're using wallpaper. We're just reusing the materials that we have that we love, and we're making it work. So with that in mind, now I'm looking, and really I think I can go right across the top into this outside piece here, and I think I have plenty to fold in. I want to make sure we have enough to fold up and under, because I do not want to take a chance of there not being enough, and then we end up seeing where the piano paper doesn't overlap this, which irritates me, right? We want to make sure we do good there. So I think we're okay. The piano paper is pretty good. The piano paper is smaller. The piano paper was smaller than the rest of the pages. And that in its own right was a little, eerie, which I don't mind. I thought it was an unusual piece of paper, so why not have it be, an unusual size? But yeah, it's just not. I realized after we did all the gluing that it is not going to hold out. Hold on. It was not going to be stout enough to do what we wanted to do. So I have just enough, of course, glue stick to help get us, you know, glued down here, and then we'll wrap it over, and, you know, we'll try to cut and tuck the best we can. But I love this. I think it's so cute. Little birdies on the trees, a little bit of snow, and good coloring. And I think it's a good neutral enough to where I want to put a large Santa on the front. I do have quite a bit of ideas for the front cover decor. Of course, my cutting is not perfect in any way, but because of the grid, I can sort of get a feel for, like, okay, that's only one square, that's 2 squares, so we want to go about halfway down, so we get like 1.5 each. Sort of the same thing on the sides, and we know where to, you know, then glue down. So, there we go. Now I did want, yeah, and I want this sort of thicker end here to be, like, in the front to help, you know, glue more stuff. Ooh, that's lovely. It's doing weird things. Doing weird things or to give us more, maybe stoutness to help maybe hold on to that edge that has to be, now I have a tendency of going back and doing some seams to make sure that we're doing okay. But yeah, so I went ahead and had to order more glue stick. I mean, I've had these glue sticks for a while. I go through spurts where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need them. I have this, but that doesn't take much. It's in little things I don't mind using that. But I do when it comes to, like, big stuff. I'm like, I don't think that's going to hold very well or for very long. So we're going to do here to the edge. I'm not going to go quite to the middle because I know that's what makes things bunch up. So how are we all doing? How was our weekend? So did we do okay? Now, if I sound a little funky, a little froggy, a little off, I am so sorry. I did catch one of my daughter's head colds. My oldest got something, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I guess. And, you know, she got a mild head cold, and she's had a mild cough ever since. Like, she couldn't really get rid of the cough. There's just morning drainage. And then over a week ago now, Thursday before Halloween, my oldest started just packing up a lung. She was like, oh my gosh, my throat's sort of off, and I just have all this junk in my throat every morning. But her energy wasn't down. She never had a fever. She just wasn't doing great. And I'm like, thanks, guys. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And I thought I was doing so good. Maybe I wasn't really out, but maybe being out at Halloween did it. I don't know. It beats me. By Thursday, I wasn't feeling all that. I was feeling a little off, and I'm like, I can beat this. And I'm like, oh. But Saturday, we got my nails done, and we, so you can see, isn't that pretty rose gold glitter? And it's really easy to clean off, so you won't see all the hem and hawing and mess that this will make. So yeah, no, it was like, okay, so we got the nails done, we got to Costco. I didn't need a whole lot from Costco, so I sort of wish I hadn't gone, but then it was like, I just need enough to get by for another month. So, you know, what are you gonna do? As we came home and we just, we vegged, and I'm thinking about doing it like this, right, maybe, and then, which I see them when they do book binding, that's what they do, so maybe we're gonna try that. I have a lady over in, I'm not sure exactly where she's at. Maybe Germany or Russia. I don't know. She posts things in English, but when I look at her site, I'm like, I don't think I can purchase anything. I don't know what that is. It's so hard. Definitely overseas, but she does the beautiful book binding. Oh my gosh. She makes all kinds of cute little journals. And sometimes I really wish I could buy her stuff. Oh, I love it. Anyway, so I watch her and I'm like, yep, she does corners first. So let's do that. We are going to put book corners on these. I'm not going to do any lace or anything that's going to hinder me from doing book corners on this. The lace on the inner front cover isn't attached to that. We're not going to attach it to here. So I should be able to put a book cover, even though a little lace is going to show on the backside. Inner backside, it's not going to be on the outside. So anyway, but we got the nails done. We got the little bit of Costco done. Came home, unwound. I helped my mom. She was having problems with her printer, so I was trying to see if I could be any help there. But with a mask on, and told her, hey, I got to keep my distance. I don't know if I'm feeling all that peachy. Let's not get you sick. You don't need this, And it's not really, it's congestion. It could be a mild issue with the throat. I think coughing is really just due to the congestion that keeps building up in your throat. Both my girls are just like, I want to slit that, but I'm afraid if I do, then we're going to lose the perfect coverage. So we're just going to take our chances. We'll keep working on the, So yeah, no, it's like I'm just getting to that point. So on Sunday I had to mow the lawn and trim, but I didn't pull any weeds till Monday. You know, I thought, well, by doing small stints, it will not completely piss off everything that I've got. Ugh, right? I said, no, let's not do it that way. So yeah, I'm just covering this thing. Now, this is not padded in any way. This cover is probably going to be a little thinner than I just realized. I probably should have put something in it, now that I think about it. Oh, well. Ugh. I hate when I think of that after the fact. Like, you're like, oh, doing this, and I'm like, why did I not prep that better? Or why didn't I think about that until after the fact? Which, I was really good. You know, I did glue down the string after the video for this one. I tried to figure out how to do it. Remember, we decided not to put where to go? I don't even know where my thing went. Oh, there it is. We decided not to put this in there because it was going to make it really hard to write, right? If we put this here, it was going to make everything really hard to write. Well, now it's just bulky, so we can't do it still. But I did glue it down with some stuff. We're going to go up here. It's going to come up. We're actually going to, I'll show you in here, we are going to put a little grommet in the cover to help tie this in, and then we'll do a cream colored sari silk type thing to close the whole book. Like, we can just wrap around it kind of thing. So we're going to have a couple different wraps in here, which will be nice. So I think that's going to make a difference too, to have some multi-dimensional like concepts going on. Did I do this upside down though? No, that's my right side up. Ah, pretty. Oh. Well, I'm loving that we're getting crafty. I'm loving that we're covering with what we have. We're making the most of what we have. I want to make sure this is down enough though, because we don't want any of the book cover to, I'm hoping this is going to work. Oh my god, I'm so worried. Yeah. Huh. Anybody else get really freaky? Like, freak out when we're doing these and we're going, now, that is not a clean cover, but it's not going to matter. What am I saying? Now, what I didn't think about was how these were going to come up. And they are definitely going to show here. Can you see? No. So right now I'm folding, and we are definitely dealing with a gap in these corners. And, you know, you're not going to see them on the inside. On the outside, of course, that doesn't have any real issues, right? We're going to cover them with a corner piece. But on here, we're going to see some of that, aren't we? Not bad on the bottom, but because these aren't the same everywhere. Let's see. Let's fold everything up. Well, at least it's consistent, I guess. The top has that same gap. The bottom has the same gap for the most part. What are you going to do? I mean, really? I mean, if it really bugged me, we could try to put some kind of lace corner there underneath the piano paper. We're not going to notice it much on this side, but, you know, we're going to notice it on this end. Oh, well. You know what? We do what we can do. We do what we can do. We have what we have. Like, I mean, I know I'm trying to sell this, so I don't want to be like, oh, well, it's, you know. But sometimes we can only do what we can do. I will find a way. Well, I got a bunch of new laces, so let me see before we put the piano paper on, or once we go to tentatively lay down the piano paper, what we're looking at. Let's see what shows and how much it shows, and maybe we can get a little lace underneath it. Knowing, yes, there's going to be a corner piece on this. We'll put a Tim Holtz corner pieces on these, but they don't really cover much of this. Like, they're only going to cover little bits here. They're not going to show a lot or cover a lot. So we really can't, you know, rely on the corners to do anything here. It's not, we're not using it to cover on this end. So, yeah, and it's not how it's working. But let's see how that pans out. All right, but we're getting the basics down. I want to make sure we get enough down so that we're not struggling with the, you know, we don't want it bulging at all underneath the piano paper. I want to make sure everything's pretty laid down, which is what I love doing. I love using the glue stick to get the majority and then going back with the glitter glue because I can get that little edges in there. And I can, you know, really seal it on the outsides with the glitter glue. All right. That I did on, I think when I was done filming for the last, you know, Sunday ordeal, I did add up all my tapes. I decided which pages are going to have lace on them, but I haven't put those on yet. I put all the sticker tape down, two-sided tape, so that we can glitter it. Do that glitter tape effect. So there's that. And really, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's a little soft. It's definitely a softer thing, which makes it maybe easier to write on. We're going to put a little weight on the front. Okay, so if we keep it here, well, we do know it all covers, so that's first and foremost. All right. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, personally, I don't know. Let's lightly. So we're going to use the gold. I'm so glad I had another set of these. I think I bought them last year or something. I knew I needed them for something, and I was like, oh. And we definitely want to use the gold, since there's a lot of antique in this. And hold on. There we go. I'm like, don't you love my tricks? There we go. Let's see. But yeah, so we got through that. I did yard work. We changed all the time clocks, right? I went to bed Saturday night and went, oh, wait, we need to. So let's see really carefully. I mean, yeah, you're going to still see a little bit, but I think it's just a personality thing. I don't think it's going to be a huge, I don't think we need to, high level low. I don't think we need to really cover that. I mean, later, I do it later, right? We don't want to go later. Unless just to sort of, now unless to match the front, we put that same trim down the side, and that would help, or at least partially. But see, yeah, even partially, I wouldn't even quite cover. That's the thing, we didn't really want to put anything on here, so I couldn't get my covers on. So that's my thing. I need to make sure that, even then, that one sort of hides it over there because it's closed, right? Because there's this here, you don't see much of it, and it's really not a huge deal. But I'd have to still keep it inside the paper because I don't want to get it in the way of the corner. We put the corners down, we glue a little there. I mean, it would have a match. It'd be pretty to have a match. And because we have doubles everywhere else, so to have lace here, we might as well have lace in the back. So let's add some lace to this. And then we'll put the covers on, glue this down so we don't get anything in the way. And I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's give that a shot, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to commit. We are going to commit. We're going to do it. We're going to make it pretty. We are just going to do it. And let's make sure this matches. Let's do our thing. We're going to glue it down onto this. And we're going to cut it off right about there. So, anybody have any weird weather? Anybody get anything crazy this weekend? How was their weekend? I know our weather's really weird. We got a little muggy today, and potentially, I won't know for sure, but we had the potential of rain, because I'm doing this late Sunday for you guys Tuesday morning, but they were not threatening, but suggesting that we might have some rain or heavy fog or something Sunday night into Monday. I'll believe it when I see it. So I did water the lawn a little bit on Sunday when I was putting down some new granule stuff to try to kill some bugs to see if it's what's eating my grass. Gotta try lawn fertilizer. I'm trying weed and feed. I'm trying changing my watering schedule. There's always something that's like, man, this lawn is driving me insane. Because in California, we really don't. Our lawns may go a little dormant finally, like late November, December, maybe. But it's even then. I don't know. It's not. My lawn just has not adjusted, and the weeds are taking over, and the cats now think it's somewhere to go potty because I guess there's not enough grass to distract them. And yay. Anyway, I'm working on that. So I put some granule down, so I did a little bit of watering, and I had to adjust the water, the sprinklers. I thought, okay, well, bring the sprinklers down to where they're not shooting up so high. We're constantly adjusting. Me and my dad are like racking our brains, trying to figure out what to keep doing to see if we can get any, leeway here. So, I don't know. So I watered Sunday, hoping, okay, well, if it does sort of go Sunday night, Monday morning, maybe it actually will. be of, of help. I don't know. All right, now, hold on. I always make sure these are super closed, and so I have to get my little container out. I always try to, get them closed enough here. Grab my needle nose and try not to squish them too much to where I don't get too many dents in them, but enough to where, isn't that pretty? Oh, guys, what do you think? I know there's a glare, but isn't that pretty? Oh, no, that's a good, I am so glad I'm doing that. Okay. I am so glad I'm doing that. And even these, though, because they're rounded in there. Okay. I'm always trying to get them in there far enough. And, of course, I don't sit here and try to make this a perfect fold everywhere where I'm like, oh, I have my perfect 90-degree angle, and my edges are perfectly left and right and, straight. I'm like, yeah, no. My covers have their personality. They do. I just try to make sure that they're somewhat even, that they actually do sort of fold where I want them to fold, and if not, well, like I said, perfectly imperfect is our motto. We are making this as lovely as we can for whoever needs it and wants it in their home, and that's all we can do. Ugh. Okay, so we may have to do a little bit of, if I'm going to do something, I need to do it in here, because for whatever reason, when we did that, okay, we'll just leave it. What? Sorry, my daughter's now calling for me. I don't know what she just did. I don't know what she's just doing. Hold on one, guys. Let me figure out what's going on. My daughter was having a brain fart about what the things you use when you package, when you wrap a present and you put it in a gift bag. What do you put in there? I'm like, tissue paper? She's like, that's it. I don't know. They were using today. Needed tissue paper for something. Okay. Oh, gotta love it. My daughter is slowly but surely rearranging her room. By the time she hits her 13th birthday, the bedroom will be repainted because it's pink, purple, and mint green right now. She is totally not that girl anymore. So she's been slowly, boxing up old toys, and she's been cleaning out her closet, and yeah. So all of a sudden, midnight last night, I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Cleaning." I'm like, "Okay." The horrors of ADHD and the. Yeah, you get, she left me from after watching TV, and all of a sudden she's just pulling stuff apart. She's like, Mom, I need a box, or 2, or 3, and I'm like, okay. Just don't break anything, please, including yourself. Yeah, I can now tell when I'm done with these. These are definitely not straight. I am the worst, guys. I'm sorry. But like I said, you definitely are getting perfectly imperfect. It is, I don't know. It is us. It is we. It is what needs to be. Okay. So, anyway, what were you saying? I don't know. Working on the corners. I'm glad we're doing this. Hope everybody's weather is holding out. Like I said, we might have got some rain into Monday morning. So Monday and Tuesday. First, it was supposed to be. I know up north, and northern end of my California. There's supposed to be a storm that comes in, probably, California and into Oregon and whatnot. And so the tail end of it, it might get down into central California, where I'm at. And it's a 50-50 whether we actually see that rain, though. And that was what Monday into Tuesday was supposed to be. So we'll see. Now, here's the fun part. We want it. It's a little hard to tell because the top this sticks out a little bit. So I'm having to gauge. Oh, duh. I'm like, open it, woman. I want to make sure it's about as even, as middle, as top and bottom as we can make it. Okay. And we're just going to do this. Now, because this is different papers all over the board, I am definitely using my fabric tack because I don't want to take a chance of the glitter glue for some reason seeping through on the pattern paper. Oh, I wonder if I should just... Never mind, let's see if we do this. Let's start with this and see, right? I was like, I know we want to do that, but I'm like, I really don't want to take any chances of any weird glue coming through, and I don't think this is going to show through. No, it's not. Beautiful. Okay. Around the edges, I could do some of the fabric tack if I'm really worried, like in this area here. which this is where I'd want the fabric tack, because then you won't see it either. I need to remember to put my thing on my side when I do this. Alright, so you're getting a different view. No, I don't know. I've covered things with fabric. I've covered things with, this is, tissue paper. We've done the tissue paper fabric thing. This is wrapping paper, which I don't know if I've done wrapping paper in a while. I know I cut up some pretty areas of a pastel rainbow gift bag, because we trashed the bag itself, and so I took the stripes that were really cool and I cut good chunks out of them. I think it'd make a great like pastel spring cover to a journal later. That's what I have to remember is keep it on its side. I'm making a mess. Oh, you should see my desk. I mean, it's not bad. It's getting a little better, but I have a stack of glitters in front of me. I've got fussy cuts to the side with ribbons, which I didn't even bring the ribbons in. Oh, I guess come Thursday, that's what I should do. Maybe I'll pause. If this goes quick enough, maybe I'll go get it. Found some stuff bought some stuff at Dollar Tree, right? But off to the side, the pile is coming down a little bit. I think things are starting to condense now that I'm getting things going, but yeah, there's a point there where you're like, this is really crazy. Is this really what I want to be doing? All right, what am I? Oh, so. But anyway, yeah, there's potential rain, and I'm really hoping we get a little bit of it, because I only watered a little bit on Sunday. Scheduled for Monday, but, Monday night, in case there isn't much. But, yeah, the so-called storms that are coming in aren't really hitting our central area. Not at all. I'm like, okay, not great, not lovely to hear. We really need to start getting rain. It's been 80s, it's been pale 70s, it's just been really weird. I worry, because I swear, I was able to put on flannel sheets this time last year. I went to go do my, cleaning my sheets, beginning of November, and I'm like, oh, I gotta put my flannels on, and put more of my winter flannels on, not my Christmas flannels, and, yeah, no, I know right now if I do that, I'll overheat. Especially with this Mount Head cold. It's like, nah, no. Okay, so far, oh god. Alright. I'm folding, and this is not getting in the way, which is always my worry. We go to put that signature in here that, we're not gonna get caught. We have this. So what I was thinking was putting a grommet on the edge, but sort of under here, because there's not a lot. There's a little bit of gap. And if I do it... Let's cross our fingers I can get in there. Anyways, I'm just gluing. I could just glue. Oh, no, you know what? That's right. I was worried about the grommet. I didn't know if I wanted to show through. And I was debating on just sewing. Not sewing, but gluing a piece. Gluing this other end under, trimming it, and then just making a bow. That's what I was going to do, huh? Probably. Never mind. I've tried, I think because I thought about this so many times that I've, rethought this process through so many times that I'm like, how many times am I going to do this? Yeah, I think at one point I thought maybe about putting a grommet in there, but then I thought, well, it might get in the way and people get confused and, thinking that's how you would open it when that doesn't have anything to do with opening it. It just keeps this guy from going anywhere. Right, so the whole point is then just to put a bow here, and I hope that stays. We'll keep an eye on it, whether or not I might have to put something in its place. Let's see if we can tuck it a little bit. How much glue, it's almost like we used to do where you would coat stuff in a hot glue gun and, make this seal, which, if I thought it wouldn't get in the way, we'll have to see how the card comes out. I mean, it wouldn't get in the way. It's not a bad idea, is to make a little gold. I think I have some. Make a little gold Christmas seal, and we could put that there, and that would help keep this in place. I wonder if I could make a little one. I don't have a super little one, but I have I have something. I wonder if I can get enough of it. Let's see. It has Merry Christmas. I think is what this is. Yeah, see, it's Merry Christmas. That's really big, but I wonder if I could get just enough and make just a little like holly oval in gold. And that would help me, we could glue that down and it would help keep it in place. So, okay, we'll leave that out to remind me. See, if I did just enough of this bottom section here, make it an oval, we could glue that down. So we'll leave that out to remind me. But in the meantime, we're going to carefully snip, and we're gonna, you know, sort of play with it and tells me, because if it pops up too easily or comes off, then I definitely know that I need to, want to learn to tie a bow. Jeez. I try not to put knots in things sometimes, but I think I have to. I just think I need to make that initial knot, and I always forget to make that initial knot, which I don't know why. But even then, because I think when I make the knot, like I cannot keep it where I want it. I have a tendency of making my bows where they go this way. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I think a little flat, somewhat flat wax seal would be, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And it'll help keep everything in place. Ooh, that's tight. Oh my gosh, seriously? Oh, well duh, yeah, you have to undo it. Guys, my head's foggier than I thought. Okay, yeah, you have to untie it, duh, to open it up, see what's inside, and we're going to tuck something in here. I think I'm going to tuck an envelope, a little mini coin envelope of something special for you guys. Whoever buys this will have a special secret gift. And I think that's what I'm going to tuck in here. But duh, okay, yeah, no, we have to have it, we have to have it tied so it doesn't go flopping around. I am so silly. And I'm not on a lot of meds. That's the funny thing. I'm just taking Tylenol and Advil mostly. If nothing else, my nose hurts. It's not like it's even like super stuffy or anything else hurts. It's just okay. So that is right on his face. You could probably offset it, but look, it's in. It's folded. It's not in the way. We've got something here. We have a little in the back there. It is a little farther in, but that's okay. There's our cover. There is our basic cover to our journal, guys. We have the corners in place. We have our inside cover done. We have our tuck for our, we have a pretty big envelope, envelope pocket thing here that will hold our writing board. And inside is another tuck in there. Here's this, right? There's your journal. It's already starting to look yummy. I'll do it quick. So we are looking at lace, front and back. So that's one thing I have to figure out how to do. I know it's front and back and that, so I'm not so sure how we're going to do that. That's a lot of lace. I have to rethink about that, because I thought, oh, put lace on those pages, and then like, well, that's lace front and back. Excuse me, that's a lot. Well, I did buy new ribbon, though it's a little thick, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to put lace on one end, ribbon on the other. This is going to be glitter tape, glitter borders. Here's all the tapes. I'm going to pull them off, and then we, sprinkle. I have hordes of glitter. I've got red, green, gold, and 2 different golds. I have a larger white. This is not as easy to work with, and I have it in red and green also. But I have 2 different golds, and I have a red and green, so we're just going to have to carefully work our way through that. And then we have pages that are distressed. Glitter again, lace again. Where, like maybe we're going to put ribbon on this one then. And lace on this side. So like maybe I'm going to vary it. Went ahead and, I'm putting in the ephemera in its place, but I still have to work on both of these. Decorate the top of the page, like we mentioned. That's going to have sticker stuff. There's something that's fresh. There's our pretty that we worked on. Okay. A little bit, that's supposed to be lace again. Something tucked in here. I did this cute little pocket. And so remind me we need probably more in there. But I decorated this up, put glitters and layers. And I'm going to make a fun, when we do our next about 2 videos out, we're probably going to take a bunch of fun things, which you saw. And we're going to start making ephemera. We're going to sort of mass make a bunch of decor, decorate a bunch of ephemera. This we're going to decorate up, tuck it in here, right? We got to decorate that tag up and put it back. So there's pages that need a little both or the other. Things are, they're deckled. That's our center, which I love. I almost feel like it needs 2 big old words right here or something. I did see Mom do that really pretty, like border it and have the vellum over it. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I did a quick tuck here. I took my 2 corner pieces and to extend it out, I took some paper, made another pocket in here. These guys I do give to you guys side by side, so we're probably going to put a little paper in there, like a little notebook in there. Big old, journal card or journal tag is going to go on there. They don't want to make it too bulky because I did want you guys to still sort of be able to write on this back side. So those are the two. I know those are the two pockets for the tucks and that fold over page that, you know, we worked on. But anything you see sort of white here is going to have glitter on it. We saw this. We still have to decorate this one too. Decorate the front of that. So yeah, I think that's, you know, like this one has some weight to it. Others are thin, light. We got all kinds of different things. But yeah, I just realized that's a lot of, and for what, this front one has lace, so this back one's going to have lace. So I have to think the same thing, going, well, front and back lace. I don't know what to do. That'll be a page of playing with it. And if it's a great idea, I'll come to the end of it and I'll show you and say, yeah, guys, this is what we did. But 3 in the front with this little guy is my 4th. The back side's a little harder though. I just realized we don't have a 3rd or a 4th lace here in the back because of this. So I may decide to add lace maybe to this one. I'll have to put because I know we're going to have a card in it. But it's an odd color. But it'll remind me I may want to put something on this page to help me give me my 4th page of lace front and back. We have 3 in this one, so I'm going to need something sticking out just a little bit on this one, and then the other 3. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our cover is, the basic of our cover is done. We got some lace, we got our corners, we wrapped a paper bag, or what do you want to call it, packing paper, craft paper, whatever, shipping envelope that came to me. We wrapped it with wrapping paper. We sealed the, I keep doing that, don't I? I sealed the inside with a waxy piano paper. And the front cover has, you know, a pocket here now that's going to put the writing board right into it, which just makes it nice and stout. So when I cover it, when I decide to decorate the front, it's going to hold up. And she's becoming our nice little lightly fluffy book. And I still have plenty more to do. So thank you so much for watching, liking, loving, commenting in all of our glory in what we're doing. And we really appreciate it. Keep watching. We're going to keep moving forward. We'll collage. We'll decorate ephemera. May even bring you on my journey a little bit when it comes to doing the lace and the glitter. Show you both. Maybe we'll leave. I'll save a page of both so you can sort of see what I did, so that you can get some ideas on how to maybe edge papers with lace and glitter. So we've got a couple more videos to do to get this done. And in the meantime, of course, I'll continue to work on it and decorate inside and show you photos and over at Instagram. Show you little reels if it you know, something pops up that we're on a roll and I just had ran out of time, then I'll do some stuff on Instagram Reels, and we'll just keep going along. So thank you so much for joining me, liking, loving, commenting, hitting all your notifications, following me in other areas. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.